Bitcoin hitting a new all-time high. Let's see what implications that has for AI and decentralized crypto coins. Aside from that, we have news about basically everything I told you in my post last week. We have new AI advancements, and we have a lot of new partnerships for the ASI Alliance. So let's jump right into that. And I'm sorry, guys, I know that October was a little bit, I neglected you a lot. I needed to cancel quite a few streams. I promise it will be better in November. Now let me find my first thing here about ARIS. Is this it? Is that it? Give me a second. This should be it. All right. So let's get into that. ARIS, a new breakthrough for the Artificial Superintelligence Alliance. Flexible thinking, how ARIS adjusts to changing goals. And we'll just go through this because I will make a video and a breakdown of ARIS probably next week or the week after that. In the next couple of weeks, I'll go into ARIS in depth because it's a very, very amazing AI system that really is state of the art, you could say, and it comes from the ASI Alliance. So ARIS operates through a unique mechanism called causal rule learning, enabling it to generate rules on the fly as it interacts with its environment. This process allows ARIS to learn from the consequences of its actions. So what does that mean? How you could imagine that is what you usually do is you program all the rules into the AI system, right, with if-then statements, and you, with very small steps, you program all the rules into it. With ARIS, you don't need to do that. Obviously, there need to be base rules, ground truths, but then ARIS can learn from the environment by itself while interacting with it. So just imagine a toddler, or not a toddler, but maybe a small child, and the small child is wondering, is the stove hot or isn't the stove hot? And the small child touches the stove, and then it learns, oh God, no, it's hot. And it learns the quote unquote rule, okay, stove is hot, I should check before I touch, right? And ARIS functions in a very similar way. It would touch the stove basically, and then see, oh, stove is hot, and then it would ingrain the new rule, stove can be hot. It still has the rule, stove might be cool, and now through observation, ARIS finds out or tries to make a better prediction of what happens, what is the next outcome that happens, to predict if the stove is hot or cool. So it basically works similar to how humans learn when they are small children. Of course, not really similar, but kind of in that way. So that's pretty cool and kind of groundbreaking. So I'm very, very excited about that. Now, it has its limitations. I break it down way more in the video that comes in a few weeks. Imagine an ARIS-powered robot tasked with cleaning a room, initially programmed to pick up all objects. It may need to switch its focus midway to only plastic items. Unlike a static system that require retraining, ARIS seamlessly adjusts its behavior to meet the new goal, demonstrating the real-time adaptability of a truly advanced state-of-the-art AI system, right? So this might sound very, very simple. It might sound very, very simple. Oh, it needs to switch to pick up plastic, but it's actually much more of a bigger deal than you probably think. Because again, usually you need to program all of that into the system, and you need to give it the goal, and then it can work on that goal with all the program rules. But ARIS can, in real time, on the fly, adjust the goal and switch and make new rules and new predictions, and then act accordingly. And that's pretty darn impressive. So some use cases here, for example, in warehouses, or here I think this was pretty cool, in healthcare, medical robots can adapt to the unique needs of patients during surgeries, responding to unforeseen complications without prior instructions. Obviously, this is not on the line tomorrow, but it's definitely an amazing future use case. So, and also you could imagine it great in autonomous vehicles, things like that. Traditional reinforcement learning models often require millions of training iterations and become ineffective in novel situations, essentially freezing once trained. In contrast, ARIA's ability to learn continuously allows it to thrive in environments where rules are not fixed, making it an agile solution for complex problems. And at the base level, they tested it in puzzle games, right, where ARIAS had a puzzle game where it needed to pick up keys, open doors in a 2D environment, things like that. And what you can see is really that a traditional system where you program rules into it, it needs like hundreds of thousands or millions of iterations to get the puzzle games right. ARIAS needs a few hundred for the first test, and then if you put it in a similar environment, it only needs a few dozen. Like, it's amazing how fast it adapts. It's really very, very impressive. And what ARIAS is doing now, and we'll probably see that very soon even more, is that it's now, instead of a 2D environment, it's adapting to a 3D environment, which is Minecraft. Yeah, obviously, yeah, it's a game, yada, yada, but Minecraft is actually a very complex 3D environment if you think about it. Like, in a 3D environment, you can do a lot there. And ARIAS can now, or is now about to, or essentially is now an agent playing Minecraft, basically adapting in that new 3D environment instead of a 2D environment. You need to imagine before, it was puzzle games, as I said, where it picked up keys, open doors, things like that, and now it interacts with a 3D environment. And as you can see on the quick preview, it already works quite well. So here you have ARIAS predicting what it needs to do to get up there. Action plan, to jump and to move, performing actions, prediction state, and then, well, it does that. Obviously, that now seems pretty simple. Oh yeah, it jumped, and then it moved a little bit. But it did that on its own, right? There was not an AI agent that was programmed to go there and then jump there, right? This is what you do traditionally. You program into it the if-then scenario. If you hit the wall, then you jump up. ARIAS, however, went there, and then it just jumped on its own. It saw, okay, there it's getting higher, so I probably need to jump. This is my prediction, so I do that now, and it did it, right? So it maybe sounds very simple. Oh yeah, it jumped up there, but it's actually quite impressive. And I'm really looking forward to what ARIAS will do in the 3D environment next. So yeah, ARIAS coming soon, really looking forward to that. And this is now really an amazing state-of-the-art AI advancement and innovation that comes from the powerhouse that is the ASI Alliance. So I'm very, very pumped about that. And obviously, I'll keep you updated, and you can learn more about it in the video dropping in 1, 2, or 3 weeks, something like that. All right. How was your all-time high day? Yeah, was it yesterday? Yes, it was yesterday. How was your Bitcoin all-time high day? And you also saw the huge surge in altcoins. Obviously, we are very far from where we ideally want to be, but it's already foreshadowing how the bull market is going to go. But yeah, we'll look at that later a bit more. For now, let's look at these things, because there are a few quite cool partnerships that the ASI Alliance has newly acquired. For example, this one here. ASI Alliance agreed on a groundbreaking partnership to expand their decentralized computing network further by integrating with Alibaba Cloud. So I will not go too much in depth into that. I just wanted to mention it here again, because you really see, and we see it basically in every stream. In every stream, we talk about new partnerships of the ASI Alliance, and in almost every stream, we talk about new compute that is being acquired. And here, even more compute that is being acquired with the partnership with Alibaba Cloud. So that's pretty cool. And it does not stop there. Wait, there's more. But wait, there's more. This is what I should have said. But wait, there's more, which is this new partnership, which is SingularityNet, the leader in decentralized AI technology, and Torrent, the leader in high-performance computing architecture, have announced a strategic partnership aimed at accelerating the evolution of artificial general intelligence, AGI. So even more processing power with TensorFlow, and this is also freaking amazing. So there are 3 phases to this partnership. Phase 1, TensorFlow's chip technology, including black hole and wormhole server racks, will be integrated into SingularityNet's AI platforms to optimize neurosymbolic AI workloads. Now, I have no idea about chips, how good chips are, what good chips are, right? I don't know. So I just assume they're probably pretty good. These advanced chips, designed to handle complex tasks such as deep neural network, DNN training, and large language model, LLM inference, will enable SingularityNet to scale its AGI research dramatically. Phase 2. The next phase will pilot TensorFlow's black hole chips in autonomous devices, including robotics and distributed AI clusters. Phase 3. In the final phase, the companies will co-develop AGI-optimized chip architectures capable of managing dynamic AI workloads. Now, and this phase 3 gets me really, really pumped up, developing AI chips together. So SingularityNet can basically, with TensorFlow together, develop exactly what they need. Freaking amazing. But wait, but wait, there's more. But wait, there's more. Obviously, TensorFlow was not, in my opinion, the greatest partnership, but still, wait, there's more, which is, where is it? It is here, which is the ASI Alliance proposal to integrate Fetch AI and Injective has now officially passed with 100% yes votes. Yes, Injective is now integrated with the ASI Alliance, or will be. So Injective's DeFi ecosystem will now integrate Fetch AI's advanced machine learning and AI capabilities. The Fetch AI community has approved the integration of Injective with a new cross-chain transfer protocol replacing IBC to enable smooth, efficient cross-chain transactions. So pretty amazing as well, integration between Injective and ASI, Fetch AI, which is ASI, as we all know. But wait, there's more. There's actually more. There are more partnerships, but I will not talk about all of them. These are the most important in my opinion, but there are actually more partnerships, yes, especially also partnerships from NewNet and yeah, with some of the smaller companies in the ecosystem of the ASI Alliance. There are even more partnerships, but yeah, these are the most important ones. All right. Hey, everybody, don't forget to like and subscribe. Hey there, Judy. And yes, thank you for that. Don't forget to hit the like button and obviously subscribe. And by the way, guys, what did you think about the videos that I dropped? If you didn't see it, shame on you. No, not shame on you, but head over there and have a look. Let me share my screen here. And I mean, we talked about it on the stream, but this is a little bit more concise and a bit more streamlined, a bit more elaborate, maybe. So you probably want to watch this here, how GPT-01 is piss poor when it comes to actual reasoning. Right there, I talk about how GPT-01 is obviously a great improvement when it comes to LLMs, but it's not an improvement at all in terms of AGI advancements or advancements toward AGI. Yeah, there I talk about that way more in depth and explain that. So yeah, I highly recommend you head over and watch that video. Interestingly, I did not get any hate on that video. Usually when I make a video about ChatGPT and I say that ChatGPT is not the most amazing thing since sliced bread, I get hate like crazy. Not yet so far. Maybe it will still come. It's still always ridiculous to me how much of an emotional topic GPT apparently is. Good. Anyways. There are a few more interesting things that we want to look at before we jump into the Bitcoin all-time high. Are you interested? What are you more interested in right now? Are you interested about AI news? I mean, they are pretty cool. Or are you more interested in crypto and Bitcoin all-time high? We are going to the moon, or more, better said, we are going bananas. Actually, let me make a poll about that. Engage with your audience. Yes, that's what I want to do. I want to engage with my audience. What are you interested in more right now. AI advancements, BTC all-time high. For me, it kind of works together. I don't even know which one I'm more interested in because it kind of works both together. Because AI that I'm interested in is decentralized, which is all run by Bitcoin in the back. But yeah, we'll get to that later. For now, let's jump into the next thing here, which is a new subnet that I want to talk about from BitTensor. And as you all know, I love BitTensor. BitTensor is a pretty cool decentralized AI project. Obviously, I love the ASI Alliance, but I love all decentralized AI projects over here. I even like ICP, even though I don't like the ICP community, but I even like ICP as a project. Okay, now let's head into this. So BitTensor subnet review, SN25 protein folding. Pretty freaking amazing if you ask me. Now, I will not read through all of this. It goes in depth into protein folding, just a few things here. Understanding how it folds and also, as importantly, how it misfolds is crucial in understanding many diseases such as Alzheimer's disease, Parkinson's disease, etc. If we can solve the protein folding problem, we are able to unlock new possibilities, such as designing proteins to cure cancer or breaking down plastic waste in oceans at scale. So some of you may know this, but I actually studied chemical and environmental engineering. I'm a bit of a biology nerd, and my absolutely golden discipline while I was studying is biochemistry. Biochemistry is my field of study. Not that in depth because I only made a bachelor's, but if there's one thing I kind of know a bit about and I'm very interested in, it's biochemistry. And protein folding is kind of complicated, okay? It's very complex how protein folds, the structures they build. We all know probably AlphaFold. We have heard about AlphaFold, who can deconstruct this, who was basically the first AI-based program that can deconstruct proteins. And proteins are wild, man. If we can really, like, just as I say here, if we can deconstruct protein folding structures effectively, we can maybe design proteins to cure cancer, to break down plastic waste. We can do all kinds of things with proteins if we know how to fold them properly in a very fast, directed way. So I'm very hyped about the subnet. And I will definitely keep you updated on it, and I will look into it much more. But I just wanted to keep you up to date that BitTensor has very amazing use cases, right? How BitTensor works is BitTensor has different subnets, and a subnet basically is an AI program by itself that, for example, works on protein folding and is connected in basically a web-like structure with all the other subnets. And they communicate, the different subnets communicate with one another so that they also learn from each other, which is amazing, pretty amazing structure. I highly recommend you check out my video on BitTensor if you haven't yet. If you just have eyes for the ASI Alliance, which I understand, right? If you get your AI project, right, you get to know your AI project and you think, yes, this is my AI project, and you get to know it even better, you start to like it and you start to like it even more. You develop emotions for your AI project and you start to fall in love with your AI project a little bit. But let me tell you, man, BitTensor is also freaking cool. So yeah, don't get hung up on the ASI Alliance. Also broaden your horizon and also look into BitTensor and all the other projects. All right, there was one more. But no idea what's going on. I don't know what the problem of my internet is. Hi. Test, 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 test. Test. I cannot see myself on the second screen, so I just assume you can still not hear me. If you can hear me, give me a thumbs up or a smiley face or whatever. Somehow let me know. No idea what's going on. Everything else is working fine. No internet issues. It might be a StreamYard issue. Yeah, you can. I'm back. Okay. How much did you get? Did you hear me nodding out about protein folding and telling you that you also have to look into BitTensor because BitTensor is also cool, that you fall in love with the AI project and that the ASI Alliance is pretty cool, but broadening horizon, BitTensor and other AI projects are pretty cool. Anyway, good. I think you got a little bit about BitTensor, so let's jump into the next thing. And I hope my internet, I think it's a StreamYard problem because my internet is fine. Seems to be a StreamYard problem. Anyway, let's jump into the next thing here. And this was pretty cool as well. So, well, we actually did it. We digitized scent. A fresh summer plum was the first fruit and sent to be fully digitized and reprinted with no human intervention. It smells great. And this was pretty interesting and pretty cool to me. Yes, maybe in a few years you will be able to send scent to whomever you're talking with. Let's watch through that and just imagine how how you don't just have me talking and you don't just see me, but you also smell me. Okay, maybe that's a bit weird, but yeah, you could imagine how that maybe works. But yeah, let's
rematerialize the essence of a plum. What we've done is we've cut a plum here, and we're going to put it into a vial where the scent that's leaving the plum is being trapped inside of this vial. And then what we can do is take this vial to a machine which can suck the air outside of this vial, which contains the smell of the plum, and then analyze those molecules one by one. And when we have that, we can then take that formula and then reprint it. If we've done the whole process correctly, the thing that ends up reprinted, which is just going to look like a clear liquid, is the distilled essence of the scent of a plum you've just cut into. And if they smell the same, it means that we've actually given computers a new sense. And the sense of smell is effectively the way that we turn the air around us into data.
What does it smell like?
Like the plum.
Okay, so I mean, for me, this is very fascinating and pretty cool. I'm not so sure about the practical use cases of this. Obviously, you need to have like this machine that can also reconstruct the scent if you want to send a scent somewhere, which I don't know why you would need to do that. One thing that you could imagine is that like this, you could teach robots or AI how to smell or what smells are, how to reproduce smells. So maybe if you want to have a robot working in the perfume industry, this can be helpful, something like that. But I just think just the general vibe of it, that they just digitized scent, is pretty cool and pretty interesting. So I definitely wanted to share that with you. All right. Good. Another thing, who here knows, loves, and watches Matt Wolf? If you don't watch Matt Wolf, definitely head over to his YouTube channel. He has the best AI information in the game. Obviously, I talk about decentralized AI, but he talks about AI advancements across the board. And you don't get any better news updates or information about AI than with Matt Wolf. So the robot knows when to take the yes, I mean, if the trash starts to smell, then probably it's a bit too late to take it out. It should have been out long before that. But yeah, I mean, also a robot maybe can get rid of your body once you have lain there too long and nobody cared about you enough to check in on you or something like that. I don't know. I don't know what the use cases can be, but maybe it goes in that direction. Anyway, check out Matt Wolf's YouTube channel if you haven't. But what I wanted to show you, which I also find remarkable, because again, nobody is more up to date when it comes to AI news, AI advancements than Matt Wolf. He lives that, he breathes that, he talks about nothing else. He has a weekly roundup where he goes into everything that happened in the world of AI. And this is what he said. And I totally relate since a few weeks, as you know, since a few months actually already. As someone who watches the AI news probably closer than almost anyone else in the world, I've been feeling less and less inspired or excited by what companies are putting out. I put out a weekly list and a video that always has like 20 interesting advancements in the world of AI. But more and more, I'm starting to feel like most of these announcements are marginal improvements being hyped as world-changing advancements, right? And exactly this year, marginal improvements being hyped as world-changing advancements is what we have seen with LLMs throughout the last couple of months, over and over again. Oh, we have the new best model, it's so amazing, yeah, and it's really just a marginal improvement. Obviously, Matt Wolf talks about all of AI, but yeah, I definitely feel that since quite a while. So his example here is lately, the world of AI feels a lot like insert mega hype corp here, just released a groundbreaking new AI feature. That feature changed the color of someone's shirt in the photo you just took, right? Oh, wow. And it really feels like that. It really feels like there's nothing really actually groundbreaking. I mean, it's not, that don't need to be anything groundbreaking all the time, obviously. AI itself, the thing that we are living in right now, is groundbreaking enough. But what really annoys me is that everybody always talks about it like it's groundbreaking. Oh, look at this amazing new groundbreaking approach. You can now change the color of a t-shirt and a picture that you just took. Oh, wow. Right? Same with GPT-01. Yes, GPT-01 is freaking amazing. It's amazing at coding, much better at coding, at math, at logical reasoning, but it still doesn't have an internal world model. It still is no step further on the ladder to AI, to AGI. And it's very, very misleading and just a marketing stunt, in my opinion, that OpenAI should be ashamed of, to say, hey, we have now moved on our AGI framework to step 2, which is having a reasoner. Because in terms of AGI advancements, ChatGPT-01 is not an inch closer than the before version, because it still has the same fundamental architectural problems. And just because it now incorporates chain of thought prompting doesn't make it more AGI-like, right? And that starts to kind of annoy me a little bit. And just, I thought it was pretty cool that Matt Wolf sees the same in the AI world. Obviously, he is still AI fan club and he loves it, yada, yada, but he definitely feels like that. Right? My post is more about how companies are hyping things up that don't deserve the hype. This potentially dilutes actual hype-worthy announcements. Yeah, totally agree. To be fair, outside of Sam Altman being fired November and December last year, we are super slow news-wise. Right? Even he did not mention GPT-01 here. He just said, yeah, last year Sam Altman being fired, the biggest news. Even he did not mention 01. Right? Obviously, it's great, it's a reasoner, yada, yada, it's better at reasoning, but so yeah, we are not the only ones seeing this. And my little bit of a fear that I have is that people will get very disillusioned, very, very disillusioned with AI, and it will just plummet. And this could be very interesting if you see like crypto getting parabolically rising and AI getting plummeting a little bit. It could be interesting to see what then happens to AI crypto coins. But I think Fetch, especially with ARIS, what we talked about in the beginning, has a pretty good stand to move forward. Good. One more thing that I want to talk about with all of you, one more thing that is a little bit important, in my opinion, is the grass drop. You all probably heard about grass. If not, then you hear about grass now. Now, don't run anywhere. Don't get grass. let me talk. Okay, let us talk about this first before you do anything with this. I have an affiliate link, or not an affiliate link, a referral link for Grass down in the video description. Don't click on that just yet. Don't do anything with Grass. First, let's talk about this, okay? Because there's a major red flag. There's a major red flag in my opinion. Even though it's big and all the big players seem to be in it. Like I got it from Crypto Lifer and he's all over it and it looks pretty cool, but anyway, we'll get into that in just a second. First, let's talk about what Grass is. So Grass, our mission is to redefine the internet incentive structures. So as you can see here, almost 500,000 followers, which is freaking a shit ton, okay? And what Grass basically does is, with Grass, you can get a browser extension for your Chrome browser, and that then runs in the background and shares your unused internet bandwidth to process things from companies. Grass paints itself as an AI company, so processes things for AIs mainly. What does that sound familiar? I'm losing my English. I don't know how to say this in English. Anyway, you all know what that sounds like, right? You all know what that sounds like, where we want to see the exact same thing, right? With NuNet. This sounds exactly like what we want to see from NuNet, what Grass is doing. So the 500,000, almost 500,000 people on Twitter make me also very bullish on NuNet. But Grass, so you have your unused internet bandwidth, it runs in the background, and for that you get Grass points, and for that you can get the Grass token. And Grass really ran parabolic the last few days. I think it dropped a week ago, and it really ran up very high. The very good thing about Grass, and what is very interesting about Grass, and why it runs so much and has so much people in there, is its referral structure. And this is something that I really hope, is it here? That I really hope NuNet will do as well. Because if NuNet does the same thing, I am very bullish on NuNet, because you see the run up in Grass, like 500,000 people over there. It's freaking crazy. Let me look into that here. Yeah, here we go. So let me show you that referral program of Grass. So there you have it. So you are a Grass user and you first referred contact to get 20% of all the earned Grass points and commission, and then secondary 10%, tertiary 5%. So if the contacts that you've referred to someone else, you get still 10% of commissions. And it all works over the unused internet bandwidth. So this is a pretty cool, amazing thing. I will drop a video about Grass and NuNet and how this is very similar. Also, probably next week, or the week after that. So I go more in depth about that. But yeah, in crypto, we love passive tokens, passive income. So many people naturally gravitated toward Grass. But it's a pretty cool thing, but here's the red flag and the issue that I want to talk about with you here. When you look around on the Grass website, you go here into the FAQ. Let me share that with you. You don't find anything anywhere about, you can see here, yada, about the team behind it. You see, what is the Grass Foundation? The Grass Foundation exists to do what is best for Grass long-term success. Its role is to allocate resources, contribute working, yada. Nothing about the team. Grass Crypto team. You don't have a face. This is, you don't know who is behind it. Who is behind the Chrome extension? Crypto Chrome extension. What if that extension reads your wallet data? What if this is turning into the biggest crypto scam, crypto theft in history? What if the bull market really runs and everybody's hyped up on Grass, and then Grass extension read your wallet passwords and data because it had access to it over the last couple of months, and then Grass extension just steals your crypto from all of your wallets. I am not an IT nerd. I am not a programmer. I don't know if that's possible. But not knowing anything about the team behind it, not having a face, nothing is a major, major red flag for me. And I cannot let you download the Grass extension or anything if you don't know about that. So I definitely wanted to share that with you. And I see so many people talking about this and nobody mentions that. Nobody mentions that. Okay, there are a few videos I have found, but nobody big mentions that there's nothing known about anyone behind Grass. So I just Googled Grass crypto team, Grass project maybe here. Introducing team. What do we have here? Co-founder, CTO, Andre Radonjic. Andre Radonjic is a co-founder of Wind Network and Grass. He holds a master's degree in mathematics and statistics. What site even is that? Let us see if we can find anything about him. Andre R. Is he that? Andre Radonjic, LinkedIn. Founder. Andre hasn't posted yet. MATLAB, okay. Probably not, because nothing is here about Grass, so I don't think so. Did you even see LinkedIn? Let me share that with you. So I personally would not download a browser extension onto a computer where I use my crypto wallets when I don't know the team. So here, this is Andre Radonjic, apparently. Yes, nothing on here. Like, if something looks like a fake account, then this looks like a fake account. He doesn't even say co-founder of Grass or anything. So what the hell is that? I run the Grass extension a little bit on a computer that has no, where I don't do any crypto stuff on. So I did it on there. Maybe you have something similar. So if you want to run that, I would appreciate if you use my referral link. You can still get the Grass airdrop. You got Grass airdrop, so they do that. Consensus. He speaks at consensus. Okay, maybe. Andre Radonjic is the CEO of Wind Labs, a core contributor to Grass. Grass is a network of over 2 million people who are rewarded for helping AI developers across the internet. The goal is to prevent. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. What was the other guy's name? Chris Nguyen. Chris Nguyen. Crypto Grass. Also, nothing really. So, I mean, for me, this seems sketchy. For me personally, this just seems sketchy, and I would be careful with that. So, yeah. Obviously, it's great. You can earn passive income with Grass. With the browser extension, you can just get it on. Let me show you. We just go over here. Grass browser extension. You just type it into Google. Oh, sorry, my screen was not shared. You basically just type into Google Grass browser extension, and then you can here get the Grass Light Node in the Chrome Web Store. Make sure it has here like 2.5K ratings, 2 million users, right? So you can be sure that this is the right one. Obviously, everybody has their referral links down here. I would appreciate if you use mine if you want to use Grass. But yeah, just be cautious, okay? Just be careful with that because it feels a little bit sketchy. Now it's cool they actually dropped now. Grass dropped. It's there. There was many months. This is why I also did not talk about it beforehand, because they just talked about it for months and months and months, and nothing was really happening. Now it's there. So yeah, cool. And it's amazing. You can earn passive income. The really amazing thing about it is if you see like they have 2 million downloads. Imagine Noonet having a referral program. Imagine what this could do. So if I drop the Graphs Noonet video, please all go over there and like that. So maybe the ASI Alliance sees that and thinks about getting a referral program for Noonet. Maybe there are also disadvantages. I will talk about that in the video. But 2 million users, just think about the inflow into ASI if there would be a referral program. The potential that is out there is just mind-blowing. If we look at the Noonet X account right now, let's look at the Noonet X account for a second and see how much you have on there. Like Grass has like 500,000. Noonet has 20,000. So just look at that potential that is out there. And makes so much sense because in crypto, we want free tokens, right? We are all for that. If we can earn free tokens, somewhere we go there. Crypto people naturally gravitate towards that. So Noonet, please make a referral program as well. Because, yeah, you will see a massive inflow of users. Alrighty, good. And with that being said, let me take a sip of water. And now let's head over. First of all, don't forget to leave a like. Hit the like button if you're not interested in the Bitcoin all-time high update. Then I'll see you next week. If you want to stick around, let's jump into BTC. And what was that, man? What was that? Well, this is basically the rally up to the announcement that Trump is winning the election. Right? I personally think they are both. You basically, okay, here's my personal opinion. And you can hate me for it, you can love me for it, I don't really care. My personal opinion is that in America, you have the choice between bad and horrible. You have the choice between bad and horrible did not win, but that doesn't make bad good. It's still better than horrible, but it's still not really good. That's my honest opinion. But for the markets, it's amazing. For the markets, it's definitely much better than the other option. And you see it. So this is a bull flag in the monthly that we have been looking at for quite a while now, actually since the stream. I'm pretty sure that in my very first stream, we at least already looked at this cup and handle forming. I talked about this since my very first stream. I'm pretty sure about that. And it broke out. We talked about this last month, how the breakout comes. And yes, this is now an obviously clear breakout. If you're in that breakout, amazing. If you trade higher time frames, the way you get in there is you get somewhere in around here and you put your stop. I would put my stop below the last string low. And then you aim for, obviously this trade, the big time frame trade is over a long time ago. But just so you know, this is your, so how you take the measured move is from the swing low down here up to the top of that pattern. And then you aim for right there with the breakout. So this is what we want to see. So actually, let me make another green line right here. This would be the breakout target right there. And yes, the other green lines are also targets, which I will not get into. I get them with Fibonacci's and how I do this with Crypto Lifer. If you want to learn how to do this stuff, how I trade, join the 99 Crypto Lifer. Good. Anyway, so we broke out very obviously. And now let's jump into, yeah, the daily is also not really interesting. Also the week, maybe the weekly is interesting because if we can look here, yeah. Okay, actually one thing that I want to see is two more important levels are, first of all, this one, which I don't think we'll get back to, or maybe we'll bounce off that at one point, is this one here. And the next important level is this one here. So these are our support lines. Now, before we jump into the smaller time frames, which I'll do in just a second, I just want to caution you, yes, we broke out. Yes, the bull market is freaking on. it looks like we are about to freak the heck out, okay? But what did happen here? What did I say right here, I believe? Where was it? Yes, it was somewhere around here. What did I say somewhere around here? If you have not seen it, let me refresh your memory. If we go over here, community posts, sometimes it's good to look into that. This is what I said. Bitcoin is just shy of an all-time high. Will we get it today? Maybe. Personally, I would love us to dump down a bit, just shy of it, to rip through it next month and liquidate everyone who went short on resistance. Which is exactly. Did I even share my screen? I forgot to share my screen, right? Anyway, here in my community posts, right over there. Anyway, let us get back to the chart. This is exactly what happened. This is exactly what happened. Just shy of the all-time high. We did dip down. Now this is a daily chart, so this here is actually much bigger dips than it maybe looks like. We did dip back down 6% almost, to then run through it and rob everybody. Or maybe it was this one here. I think it was actually this one here, right? There we go. This one was it. Yeah. And we dipped back down from here, just shy of the all-time high, right down here, 9.3%, to then rip through it next month. And liquidated everybody who has gone short on resistance right here. So what I want to see now actually is, now that we have pierced through the all-time high, which I think is great, but what I want to see is, I want to see us come down again. I'm just thinking, if I would be the market maker, right? The market maker, and I have billions of dollars in there. I make the market, I have billions of dollars in there, and I want to get my position filled. So what will I do? Everybody is long right now. Everybody is long on this. Bitcoin new all-time high. We are going to oblivion. Bitcoin is going bananas. Everybody longs the breakout. Everybody and their mother longs their breakout, because also Trump won. Yes, money is flowing into the market. It's going amazing. It's going parabolic. So everybody is long. So as a market maker, what would I do? I would probably think, if everybody is long, everybody has their stop losses right here, and right here, and this green line right here. Everybody has their stop losses there. So I might think about liquidating all of them and then ripping, because this is a very, very unique point. We just ripped through the all-time high after quite a while. So everybody longs that. And if we rip down here, I'm not saying that's going to happen. Bitcoin might as well just freak out and go freaking bananas right now. But if we come down here, I am not afraid, not at all. If we come down here, I am in. I am in with a huge, huge position. And if we come down further, I get even more bullish, and I get even, my position, the further we go down, the bigger my position gets, I can tell you. Like right here, if we take this, I have maybe 0.5%. This is 1%, 2%, and let's see what I do when we are down here. But yeah, my position size is getting bigger the further we drop. If we don't drop, I'll find a trade somehow else. But yeah, and just, I want to keep you open-minded that this might happen. And if it happens, don't freak out. It's normal. I would actually prefer to see that. I would prefer to see that. But right now, it looks like Bitcoin will just rip and keep ripping. It looks like Bitcoin will just rip and keep ripping. I mean, look at that. We are ripping right now. We are just about to make the next all-time high. Just shy of it. Right? This is 0.27%. So yeah, it looks like Bitcoin will just keep ripping. Like if we take this, it's on, I think, because then we are just all-time high territory constantly, right? Here we took it, we came down for all the suckers who have their stop losses here, right? All the chasers who think, oh, breakout, I'm longing the breakout, boom, stop loss taken, and now we rip. So yeah, this might as well just happen because we already took stop losses right here. But we'll see. Just stay open-minded and don't YOLO your portfolio, okay? please don't do that. All right, what does it all mean? How does Fed look like, our ASI coin? Now this year was kind of interesting. I drew this last session, which was 2 weeks ago. Not quite followed my line, but a little bit. As you can see here, we took the liquidity, just what I said, this green box. We took it, then we came up, but then we came down for one more time, took liquidity again. We made a double bottom right here. So if Bitcoin dips, we'll go here. If Bitcoin dips, we'll take that double bottom. If not, we will continue ripping. These two levels, you know, I've been looking for these two levels since, I believe, a month now or even longer. So yeah, I finally want to see them taken. Obviously, we also took liquidity right here. Right, we ripped up and took liquidity right here. There we have nice liquidity, nice liquidity that is now. And you see it in the market movement. Why did it rip? Why did it rip so forcefully up here and now it consolidates? Because it just took liquidity. And everybody who has their stop losses here then moves them here because they are cheeky and bam, liquidated. So that's why it consolidates, and even here, liquidated. So yes, that's why it consolidates right now and thinks about its next move. So the question is, where does the market maker see more profits? Going down or going up? And obviously, Fed follows Bitcoin. But yeah, we see the nice pump here of Bitcoin pump. So this looks amazing, but 30%, 30 freaking percent. This is a freaking amazing trade. But I don't trade altcoins, at least not at the moment. Now, one thing that we really would like to see is obviously Bitcoin rip, and the altcoins will probably follow a little bit. But what we really want to see a parabolic altcoin movement. Where's our all-time high for Fed? To see a parabolic altcoin movement, what we really want to see is Bitcoin ripping and then going sideways. Let me go back to Bitcoin here. I'll show you what I mean. For parabolic altcoin movement, what we want to see is something like this. Bitcoin freaking out like crazy, right? Moving from this range to its next range, going sideways again. This is what we want to see, just like here. Bitcoin going parabolic, freaking out like crazy, and going from this range, or this range you could say, to this range up here. And now, again, we want to see it freaking out like crazy, and then consolidating in its next range. Because if Bitcoin rips, everybody is in Bitcoin. Sure, altcoins will follow, Fed will follow a little bit, but only a little bit, because everybody is in Bitcoin when Bitcoin rips. But when Bitcoin rips and then consolidates so much higher than the all-time high, money will flow into altcoins. And then we'll see Fed and the other altcoins ripping like crazy. So yeah, we'll probably see Fed go here, then maybe consolidate here, consolidate. But once Bitcoin consolidates so much higher than the all-time high, we'll probably see this. Yeah, exactly like that. This is exactly what it will look like. No, $6 is not my top call. I will make a price prediction video of Fed probably in the next few weeks. Let us look at BitTensor again. Not again, but for the first time as well, because BitTensor is also quite interesting. Yeah, so as you can see, I would have loved a little bit of a deeper drop for BitTensor. I did not get it, but it freaked out. So You can see all the altcoins and all the AI coins, obviously, with them also 30% freaked out together with Bitcoin. So yeah, one thing that might be very interesting that we might be seeing is once Bitcoin, because now we have the crypto narrative. Crypto narrative will be the next year. Crypto bananas. But AI narrative, seems to cool off a little bit. AI narrative seems to be meh. People have been hyped up a lot, but the follow-through is meh. Or how do you feel about the current state of AI right now? How do you feel? Do you feel just like Matt Wolf, as I just read a few moments ago? Do you feel like that? I think many people feel like that. So AI, crypto, so we'll see what happens to AI coins. If Hyperon puts out, or if the ASI Alliance puts out a working alpha for the public that we can actually use, that we can do stuff with, or let's say Ares as a Minecraft playing agent for everyone to use, I see crypto AI going absolutely bananas, because this is something we have not seen with AI. This is state of the art, Ares. And I'm so pumped about it. So yeah, look forward to that video coming next week or the week after. So yeah, we'll see. AI feels a bit flat at this moment. Yes, exactly. And I feel like everybody thinks that. So we see AI going a little bit, So when crypto rips, obviously AI coins will rip as well, but I don't expect them to rip as hard as we all maybe hope, because the whole AI narrative is going flat. But if ASI Alliance puts out Ares, a Minecraft agent, a Hyperon alpha that the public can use, I can see it really taking off and gaining steam. Because again, this is something that we have not seen yet in that way from big tech AI. It's state of the art, and it comes from the ASI Alliance powerhouse, which I'm very excited about. So yeah, this is your weekly update. I hope you took something out of it. I hope you are as pumped as I am. And yeah, are you here, by the way? Carlo, are you here, or are you watching this on the replay? Anyway, I am looking forward to the next few weeks. In November, I will be live hopefully every Wednesday and not leave you hanging like last month. Last month was a bit all over the place. I'm sorry about that. And when we now move really into the bull market, like freaking crazy, I predict things are getting very wild with AI and the ASI Alliance. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to that, to updating you on all of that. And I'll see all of you next Wednesday. Don't forget to leave a like on your way out. I hope you have a great rest of your day. And yeah, see you then. Bye, guys.